When you thought the Joey Bada Lau versus TDE drama had already died down and been buried, out comes a new spark to keep the flame alive. Most fans were ready to move on. The rap battle had played out online. Joey Bada was crowned the winner even by West Coast voices, and things looked calm. But then Ab-Soul entered the picture, and not quietly either. Out of nowhere, he dropped what can only be called a warning shot. Not just at Joey, but at one of the most opinionated voices in hip-hop media, DJ Akademiks. And when you throw Akademiks into the mix, you already know things are going to explode fast. It wasn't a random name drop either. Ab-Soul went straight for the throat with a bold threat. I'ma slap Akademiks when I see him. No clever rhyme, no fancy wordplay, just a raw statement thrown into the middle of his verse like a punch in the face. This wasn't just rap beef anymore, it felt personal. Like Ab-Soul had been sitting on this for a minute and finally decided. Today was the day to let it out. Of course, Akademiks heard the diss. You can't say his name like that and expect him to ignore it. The man lives for this kind of chaos. Not only did he catch the line, he jumped on Twitter and then onto Twitch to respond with full force. On Twitter, he posted, "That sounds amazing. Just remind that dude. They went through a funeral for him like Nipsey. Keep rapping, little guy. We ain't see you slap nothing yet." That line didn't go unnoticed, and it definitely crossed. Some lines. It referenced Nipsey Hussle's death, a topic you don't play with, and fans were quick to point out that kind of talk can bring real-world heat. But Akademiks didn't stop there. On his Twitch stream, he went full meltdown. He warned Ab-Soul that if he ever tried to touch him, it would be his last day on earth. He shouted at the screen, saying he wasn't scared, that rappers never actually act on their lyrics, and that Ab-Soul was just talking tough to boost attention for his music. Then he did something even more wild. He dropped an address, a real one, in Jersey, and basically dared Ab-Soul to come find him there. This move made it clear that the back and forth wasn't just about bars anymore. Akademiks wanted to make a statement. He wasn't just clapping back with words. He was trying to embarrass Ab-Soul. He called him soft, irrelevant, and compared him to Dylan Brooks, a basketball player known more for trash talk than performance. The way Akademiks saw it, Ab-Soul was reaching for clout by bringing him up, and the best way to kill the hype was to go for the jugular. But here's the thing, Ab-Soul might not be in the public eye as much as someone like Kendrick Lamar, but within hip-hop circles, he's still respected. He's been quiet for a while, so any move he makes now gets attention. And it's pretty obvious he knew exactly what he was doing by targeting DJ Akademiks. When Akademiks says he doesn't care about TDE and only covers Kendrick, the best way to force his hand is to make things personal. And that's exactly what Ab-Soul did. By throwing Akademiks' name into his song, he forced him into the conversation. Now, fans who don't usually check for Ab-Soul are playing his record just to hear the diss. That's a smart move. Whether the bar was good or not, it worked. It got people talking. It made headlines. And in today's digital world, attention is everything. Still, the fallout is messy. Akademiks brought up King Von and Nipsey Hussle, two artists who are killed in tragic and violent ways, and used them as examples of what would happen to Ab-Soul if he ever tried to put hands on him. That kind of energy isn't just controversial, it's dangerous. Both Nipsey and Von still have loyal circles who might take offense to their names being thrown around like that. It's one thing to talk tough, it's another thing to drag fallen legends into your threats. Akademiks also didn't hold back on the personal insults. He mocked Ab-Soul's rap career, calling him a failed artist, and made crude comments about his personal life and relationships. He even said that Ab-Soul is like the guy who peaked a long time ago and is now just yelling into the void, hoping someone still listens. Whether you agree with Akademiks or not, the disrespect was on full display. But let's be honest here, this isn't the first time Akademiks has been in drama with rappers, and it definitely won't be the last. From Meek Mill to Vic Mensa to Freddie Gibbs, he's always found himself in the middle of a storm. And every time, he finds a way to spin the situation into more content for his platforms. It's part of his brand. He baits artists, they respond, and the cycle keeps going. That's how he stays relevant. So what's next? Probably nothing. That's the truth. As hyped as these feuds get online, they rarely ever reach the streets. Akademiks has said many times that he moves with security, and it's likely Ab-Soul does the same. These two are not going to run into each other in a random alley and start swinging. At most, this will play out in another track or another stream. Maybe a few more tweets, but in real life, this ends with silence. And that's why some people are already joking that the best solution would be a one-on-one boxing match. Put these two in the ring and let them settle it like grown men. No more tweets, no more threats. Just gloves, a ref, and a time limit. Imagine Aiden Ross setting that up with a pay-per-view stream and fans throwing bets. That's the kind of drama that actually delivers an ending. Right now, though, Ab-Soul has already won in one way. He got people talking. His song is getting streamed. Akademiks reacted, which means blogs and fans are paying attention. Whether he ever follows up with another diss or just lets this fade out, the job is already done. His voice is back in the conversation. Akademiks, for all his shouting, also benefits from this. His name stays trending. His Twitch numbers go up. People tune in just to hear what he says next. It's the game they both know how to play. But if there's anything to take from this whole exchange, it's that rap beef in 2025 looks different. It's not just about who has the better bars anymore. It's about who can make the most noise, get the most clicks, and stay in the public eye the longest. Music, media, and personality are all mixed together now. That's the real battle. And even if the words being thrown around are deadly, it's likely that this is just that. Words. Because as loud as Akademiks talks and as sharp as Ab-Soul's, verses might be. Neither of them is trying to actually catch a case over this. They're entertainers. They're feeding the audience. And right now, the crowd is eating it up. So whether you're Team Ab-Soul or Team Akademiks, this is one of those feuds that feels loud today, but might be forgotten tomorrow. Unless, of course, one of them drops another bomb. Until then, it's just another wild day in the world of hip-hop drama.